Just a couple of weeks ago, we were laying on the beach in the Maldives, deciding where we were going to go next. And then next thing you know, we landed here in Greece, and somehow we're living here rent-free. So welcome to Tinos. It's a windswept little island here in the Cyclades that most people skip for its more famous neighbors. But we'll be here for the next 3 weeks, staying in a stone house taking care of 6 cats. Because honestly, after months of constant movement, we were craving stillness. And since we're here during the off-season, this place is very still. So in this video, we're going to show you a 48-hour peek into what life has been like lately. House sitting, slowing down, and falling in love with Greece in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Coconut.
All right, so before we go out for the day, I did want to just answer some common questions. So we've done videos about house sitting before, but every time that we do a video, the same kind of questions come up. So we're going to answer kind of like how we got here and how we're doing it. And then we're going to go explore for the day. So the first question is, how did we find this opportunity, house sitting in Greece?
So the way that we find our house sitting opportunities is mainly through Trusted House Sitters. That's the main website that we use. Yeah. And Trusted House Sitters is a trade for accommodation kind of a thing. So there's no payment either which way. In this case, we saw a post to take care of 6 cats here in Greece, and we had applied for it, did an interview, and they accepted us.
And then like the next question is, what made us choose Greece over other countries?
Just that we had a gap in our travel plans after the Maldives. We had around 3 weeks between there and our next destination, which is our friend's wedding in Mexico. So we just kind of had it up in the air. We didn't know exactly where we wanted to go. At least for me, when we were traveling through India, Sri Lanka, and the Maldives, there's no wine. You can't drink wine. Well, there is wine, but it's not like,
no,
it's not like,
not a thing.
It's not really a thing.
Yeah.
People drink beer or like, sometimes there'll be hard liquor, but we thought we need to go to Europe and I just want to drink some like nice cheap wine and just like eat cheese and just relax, which we have done. We have done a lot of that.
It just so happened that these were the exact dates that we were looking for in a place that we've always wanted to go, and with cats, and we're total cat people. So it worked out perfectly. But let's show you the island because it is a really cool spot. So let's go. Okay, it's quite a rainy day. Weather has been very interesting here. But basically, if you're wondering whose car this is, the people who we're house sitting for have lent us their car for this entire house sit. We are driving to the gym right now. We got like a 3-week membership at Palestra Fitness, which is like, I think it was the only option for a gym here that is open currently. And we've been loving it. Like, it's this tiny little gym, but it's jam-packed with all of this equipment. And the community's really good. And the best part is, by far, is that there's like all these cats that come into the gym. The owners try to keep them out, really, but it's Greece. Like, there's cats everywhere. Yeah, so that's our first step for today. I hope that the weather gets a little bit better so we can actually go outside and explore a little bit. You never know.
I can't fucking lock the door.
What?
We're gonna lock it.
So we've decided to get lunch today at what I think it's fair to say now that this may be our favorite spot. We have been here. Nick, how many times have you been here? Like 6 times?
I've been here like 5 times.
Yeah, because the food is so good. Something that I'm loving about Greece, okay, people in Europe are gonna laugh at me because this is probably just normal, but like you order wine by the kilo, or even, this is a half kilo. So we're just splitting that. But the vibe in off season is quite interesting. It feels a lot more local. Like a lot of places actually aren't open. This is one of the places that's remained open. And so in saying that, we've been realizing that a lot of the like clientele, I guess, is just obviously local people. but usually like tradey guys, like guys who would come in construction uniforms or outfits covered in paint or whatever to come to these places and, you know, have a beer or a glass of wine after work and smoke a cigarette. That seems to be the vibe. Oh, we love it though. Look at this. Right on the sea, eating delicious food. It's really spectacular.
During off season here on Tinos, most things are shut, but on a nice day, sometimes things will be open. It's still nice to just walk around and enjoy the beauty of this great little island. It's a lot of stray cats. It's hard to tell like which ones are strays and which ones belong to people because people just let their cats run around, and I think the ones that belong to a home know which home to go to. At least that's what it's like at our place. There's like 20 cats and 6 of them belong to the people that we are house sitting for, and the rest try to make their way inside. I'm sure it's the same down here as well. All of the homes match the flag. Everything is white and all of the accents are the same blue as the flag as well. It's almost kind of weird when you see a home that has like purples or reds or pinks. Almost every home is like just blue and white.
So Tinos itself is very famous, and a huge reason for that is because of this church behind me that houses the idol of the Mother Mary. And so it's actually a very famous stop on this pilgrimage where people come and they will crawl up the stairs on their knees. From my understanding, this is a very sacred spot. Tinos itself in general is very sacred, but a lot of it has to do with this place right here.
And if anyone is wondering what it looks like to go to bed, this is who we have in bed tonight.
Don't worry, Coconut's on his way.
Coconut's on his way up too?
Yeah.
So this is Lucky, and he was just kneading like crazy on it.
It hurts.
Obviously, every cat is so different. It's like one of my favorite things here. At first I was like, 6 cats, how are we gonna get to know them all? But they all have such little different personalities, and like, I could tell you, I could tell you so much about each and every one of these little cats. They're so sweet. So one of the major questions too is like, how long do we normally house sit for? I mean, it can really vary on the websites. And I mean, in general, there's just people who need house sitters for one night up to what, 6 months?
Yeah.
The longest house sit that we've personally done, like just one house sit, was 4 months long. Though we've house sat for periods of time like 5 months straight. But that was a mix. That was in New Zealand. That was a mix of like a few different house sits. We always say that we don't take them anymore unless they're at least 2 weeks long. Just from our experience, by the time you move all your stuff in, you get set up, you kind of get the hang of the area, you know, you feel comfortable. The last day is always spent cleaning and leaving the place in a better condition than you found it. So to make it worth it, we always say minimum 2 weeks. Yeah. But yeah, this house sit is 3 weeks long, so when we've done is 4 months.
So typically the responsibilities that you will have during a house sit, I mean, they'll be listed before you take the house sit, but for the most part, it's just taking care of the pets that are there. Sometimes there'll be plants to water, and then outside of that, it's just typical household duties. So keeping the place clean. This place happens to have a fireplace, so we were requested to make a fire most days, especially when it's cold. But for the most part, it's usually just taking care of the pets, so feeding them, making sure they have water, making sure they're groomed and happy and getting the love that they deserve.
Yeah, and like it really depends on the sit. Like in New Zealand, there was a big lawn, so Nick at one of the sits, so Nick had to be comfortable with like a ride on.
Again, that was something that we were aware of when we first took the sit. It had said that you have to be comfortable riding a lawnmower, and it was a pretty massive lawn, but it was a big ride-on lawnmower. So once every couple of weeks, I was able to just get on there. I would just listen to a podcast, and I would just rip around on the ride-on mower. And for the most part, it's not too difficult anyways. This is ridiculous. This thing's a child right now.
Today we're gonna climb that mountain. The parking lot is already like kind of halfway up the hike, and it's actually an ancient castle. So it's like ruins now. Today it's a really nice day outside. I'd say it's like 15 degrees and sunny. Right over top of our hike is where the one gray cloud is. But other than that, it's beautiful today. Let's do it, honey.
Behind me, there's like this, almost like a cave looking kind of structure. Once you go inside, it kind of looks like it was part of the castle at one point. Now it's kind of difficult to speculate on whether it would have been like an entrance or maybe just some kind of a lookout, but come check it out and see what I'm talking about.
Look at this. It's so beautiful. You gotta watch out for the goat poop though. There's a lot. And just like that, we made it to the top. It's really not a long hike, depending obviously on your pace and your hiking level. But like for us, I mean, I'm not even wearing hiking clothes at all. I'm just wearing my Vans. And we just walked up here in like, yeah, maybe 15 minutes. And it's amazing! I love Greece, man!
All right, so feeding time is always kind of interesting because we have our cats and then we have a bunch of strays that also live in this neighborhood. So the priority is to feed our cats chicken and the strays get some kibble. But the drama, okay? Right, so this is kind of how it goes. So our cats will sit up here, but I try to distract the other ones, but then sometimes I accidentally distract our cats too. Oh my God, because these are our cats, you know? That's for the strays. Like yesterday when we did this, Karataki got too distracted by his appetizer and he didn't eat his chicken. Oh no, Karataki, here. There is an art to it. See, these ones know. These ones are smart. They know to like, this is Wolf and Lucky, and they know to wait up here for the chicken. See, Lucky knows to go by the door. Oh, here comes the chicken, okay. They're munching on raw chicken, okay? It's not glamorous. We have stumbled upon this little bar that we were actually recommended to go to. And it's basically like this little, I don't know, for me it feels like someone's house. I don't know, the decor is just like perfect and very cool. And for the past few times that we've passed it, even on really, really cool days, it always seems to be open and filled with locals. So we decided to come in here and have some more wine. Oh my God, this is our lives lately. Drinking so much wine. Some wine, olives, and trying the Tino's cheese. It is very cool. I think that this is one of these like core memory kind of moments, and something that we'll definitely remember Tino's for is this really cute bar. It's awesome. There's people playing games, and some people just here by themselves. Other people, like, you certainly don't have to be drinking alcohol. There are people here having coffee or coming with their kids. Very cool little space. 3 weeks, 6 cats, and 1 small Greek island later, this place gave us exactly what we needed. A little bit of stability on this crazy journey. Next up, we're off to Spain and Mexico, and then back home to Canada to work for the summer. But for now, thanks for slowing down with us, and we'll see you in the next one.